Hi everyone. Today's notes are going to be about banking services. Your first term for this set of notes is called is check. The definition for a check is a written order used to tell a bank to transfer funds from an account to the check holder, which is called the payee, and then you would actually be the payer. Now I'm going to go over kind of how to actually fill out a blank check. So normally what your checks will look like, you actually have your name, your address, all right here. This will be printed on the checks prior. If some of this information is not given on your check, then they will actually have, the company might have you write this information on your check. You will end up filling in all of these blanks, so you will write the date of the check, whatever date you have here, and then this will be the actual paid to order. So this is actually going to be the name of the person or the business, or either the company. Then you actually write your amount here. So this is the actual dollar amount. This is where you will write the numbers. And then for here, you have to write out the dollar amount in words. So like if you said $100, you would have to write it out as $100. And they already have the dollars here. So actually let me give you guys an example back here of how to write this. So we are going to pretend that we are writing a check for $100 just so that we can see what goes here. So that's the number amount like I told you, and then you have to write the numerical value in the actual line spacing here that it provides for you. So if you had $100, there's a couple different ways to do this. I go like this because it tells you that you have 0 cents, and you want to always X this out because then it doesn't allow the person to write more money on there. Some people actually write out the cents as well, but I like doing this because it's quicker. Just to let you know, it does have the word dollars right there, so I don't have to write $100 here because it already has the word there for us. So then, when we go to our memo, I usually use the memo all the time just so I know what it's for. So like I want to say that it is for my rent, just so that I know, and I could even put the month that the rent is for. So let's just say it's for August. So that means that we would just say August. You could even just write August rent. So then the financial institution, this is actually going to be your bank that you bank through, that the check goes through. That will be printed on your check as well. And then you always sign right here your actual name. And then, of course, you end up dating it. So if we date it, just whatever your date is that it actually is for that day that you would be writing the check. You could also date this as a future date. So say like you want this check to go through in August or even in September, then you can give them a check and like write September 1st, I don't know, 2020, whenever you want the check to actually go through. So here's an example that I would like you guys to do. So you owe Miss Vermillion $75.34 for joining the soccer team. So in order to play, you have to pay once you have completed these notes. I want you guys to make sure that you fill out the entire check correctly, which means that you're going to be filling in all of those blanks that we just filled in on that check. So go ahead and do so now. And then your term number 2 is called a withdrawal slip. A withdrawal slip is a slip that you would actually use to take money or funds out of your bank account. Let's go over how to fill one of those out. So you would put your account number here, whatever your account number, you'd have to put your full number, and then the actual date again, and then your name. And then the reason why they want your signature is because you actually are taking money out, so they're going to match that your signature matches the one that you have on file for that bank. Again, they will have that bank that you are taking money out of. It could be whatever bank is just be printed on their withdrawal slips. And then here you're actually going to put your dollar amount again, and then the number of cents that you would want to take out as well. So this example, tonight you are going out to dinner with your friends. You want to have $40 cash on you, and you need to fill out the withdrawal slip to receive your money. So meaning you're going to have to go in the bank and do this. Just to give you guys a heads up, some banks, like such as Wells Fargo, they actually allow you guys to use your ATM card to take money out instead of having to fill out a form. But other banks like US Bank still use these forms, these slips to take out money. So that's why you guys would actually have to fill out this form out if you were not able to use your ATM or card or have to go into the bank. So when you guys fill this out, you're just going to be taking $40 cash out. So I want you guys to go back and fill out the entire form, basically filling out the blanks. You have a second one to do this actual example on it. The next term, you guys can go ahead and pause the video too so you can write that stuff down before and then continue. So your next term is a deposit slip. So this time, you guys are adding money or funds to your bank account. Once, again, the same forms are going to happen. Wells Fargo again uses your ATM card if you'd like to take money, add money in or put it out, take money in to your account or take money out of your account. So this is how you fill out a deposit slip. I actually have this kind of all written for you guys. So let's just quickly go over this. So we have the date, you're going to write your name, the account number, your account number again in numbers. This will be the bank that you are actually putting money into your account again. And then here you're going to list any cash. So this will just be you count up all the cash that you have to enter into your account right there. You would add it up first. And then here you have to actually do all of the checks separately. So list the amount of each item that you are depositing here. So sometimes if you guys have businesses, like you're at work and they want you to go deposit money for them, if you are in charge of that, you have to write down the check number here, or it depends on where the slip is. This would be the actual dollar amount, and then this would be your cents. But you have to do this for every single check separately because they want to make sure that your balances on your checks, each transaction is separate, but they'll do it all in one for your deposit slip. Then you would add up all of your totals, including your cash here. And then if you want to take any cash out, like say I want to take $50 or the $40 for that dinner that I want to take, then I would actually write the $40 here. I would subtract it from this total here, and then that would be my new total that I'd be putting into my bank account. Again, a lot of your companies probably do this at your work if you were helping them deposit money. So for this example, I want you guys to go through, and you guys actually do have some space to do the math for actually doing this deposit slip. So on your actual notes, you guys have some room there for you. So you currently have a balance of $2,300 in your checking account. You deposit a $425.33 paycheck, a $20 refund check, and a personal check for $150 into your checking account. You want to receive $200 in cash. So I want you to fill out the entire deposit slip correctly, meaning fill in all the blanks again, but be sure that you are logging all of the transactions and double check your math before you actually submit this to me, or when you guys are actually doing it in real life, that you submit it to the bank. The bank will most likely actually catch your mistakes, but you want to make sure that you don't have any delays in getting that money into your bank or taking it out. So go ahead and do so now. And I will check this when I'm checking your notes as well. Once you guys have completed that check completely, go ahead and do the next example. So after the transactions you made, the transactions that you have made previously from the previous example, I want to ask you guys, how much do you have in your account now? So when we go back to here, you're still using all this. I just want to see how much money you added to that balance of here and how much you have basically left in that account. So again, there is room for you guys to show all your work on this section, so please do so now. In summary, we went over how to write a check, a withdrawal, and deposit money into a bank account. In order to receive full credit for these set of notes, I want you guys to write a question or something else you might be interested in learning about banking services. Please write this under the withdrawal slip example on page 2 on the banking services notes, and you will also be quizzed on how to fill out one of these blank documents. So please make sure that you have a good understanding of how to fill these out, and if you don't, please ask me questions. Thanks. See you guys next time.